Hello and welcome. Join me as I teach you how to solve these equations step by step. Now, this is what we call system of equations because we have two equations and we are having two variables to look out for. It's just so easy. Let's do this together. So we're going to begin with solution. So let's repeat what we have. X add y is equal to 6 and x multiplies y is 36. Now, we can label this equation 1 and this is 2. So we can choose to make either x or y subject in either of the equations. Let's go with the first one. So we make y subject in equation 1. So if you do that, we are going to have y is equal to 6. To remove this, you see it's positive, you are going to subtract. So it's going to be 6 subtract x, and this is going to be a guide. We're going to plug this y in the second equation to solve for x. And to do that, we have, so this gives us, put y into equation 2. So we're going to have x. Instead of writing y, we replace with 6 minus x, and that will give us 6 minus x, put it in brackets, is an expression representing y, and is equal to 36. So we distribute this y into this bracket. That gives us 6x. This multiply, we have negative x squared is equal to 36. Now, to avoid working with negative, we're going to move all this to the right side. This one is positive, this is negative. So take it to the right side, take this to the right side. This will be left with 0 is equal to, and this becomes positive x squared. This becomes negative 6x, and we already left with positive 36. So this is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 36 is equal to 0. Now this has led to a quadratic equation. The highest power of x is 2. So solving, we are going to use our formula. X is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Our a is the coefficient of x squared. So a will be 1 because this is 1 here. Our b is the coefficient of s, which is negative 6. And our c is the constant, which is 36. We are going to plug these values in this formula to get our x. And to do that, we have, and for you to also have watched through this point, it shows what you do interesting. Don't forget to give this a like, share with your friends. Let's also know your own reaction about this in the comments. We always want to serve you best. Thank you for always engaging. Let's keep doing this to have. So this gives us x is equal to negative, our b is negative 6. So we have negative 6 for b plus or minus square root of negative 6 squared minus 4. Our a is 1 multiplied by our c is 36 and is divided by 2 times 1. So we are going to have x is equal to, this will give us positive 6 plus or minus square root of negative 6 squared is negative 6 multiplied 2 times, and that will give us positive 36. And when you multiply this, it gives us negative 144 and is divided by this multiplies gives us 2. Keep solving. X is equal to 6 plus or minus square root of, if you subtract this, it gives you negative 108 and is divided by 2. This is leading to a complex solution because of this negative in the bracket, in the square root. So to remove it, this is the same as x is equal to 6 plus or minus square root of, this is the same as negative 1 multiplied by 108 and is divided by 2. So we're going to have x is equal to 6 plus or minus. Now remember, for every root ab, it is root of a multiplied by root of b. So we're going to have root of negative 1 multiplied by root of 108, and this is divided by 2. So remember that this, each time you have root of -1, is always I, imaginary unit. So we're going to replace this with this. X is equal to 6 plus or minus. Now this will now take I multiplied by, remember that 108 is not a perfect square, but there's a perfect square in it, and that is 36. And we know that when you multiply 36 by 3, it gives you 108. So this is divided by 2. So we're going to have x is equal to 6 plus or minus I. Also split this, we have root of 36. So this gives us root of 36 multiplied by root of 3 divided by 2. So we're going to have x is equal to 6 plus or minus I. Square root of 36 is 6 multiplied by root 3 and is divided by 2. Keep solving. X is equal to 6. Use these two to divide each of the numerators. Plus or minus I multiply 6 root 3 divided by 2. So we have x is equal to 3 plus or minus, divide this, you have I 3 root 3. Now this is the first and the second value of x. But remember, we also need to get their corresponding y values. And to do that, we need to remember we made a statement. So we recall, we said that y is equal to, our y is equal to 6 minus x. So we're going to plug each of these x into this equation. So we now have when x, the first x is 3 plus I 3 root 3, what do we have? We're going to have the first value of y will be 6 minus, this x is an expression, put it in bracket. So we're going to have 3 plus I 3 root 3. So you simplify. To open up this, multiply it with a -1. So we're going to multiply with -1. So if you do that, we have the first value of y gives us 6. This will multiply -3. This multiplies, we have -I 3 root 3. So simplifying, this gives us the first value of y will be 6 take away 3 gives us 3 minus 3 root 3I. So this is the first set. So gathering it, we now have from when the first y is, so we put the first and the first x and y values together to have 3 plus 3 root 3I, and our y is 3 minus 3 root 3I. So this is the first set for this equation. When the second x is 3 minus I 3 root 3, we are going to have the second value of y will be 6 minus, put this in brackets, so we have this. So simplifying, we have second value of y will be 6 minus, let's distribute with negative. So you also multiply this. This will give us -3. Multiply this, you have positive I 3 root 3. So if you simplify, second value of y, subtract this, you have 3 plus I 3 root 3. So it's the same as second y will be 3 plus 3 root 3I. So gathering it, we have the second x and its corresponding y will be equal to 3 minus 3 root 3I and 3 plus 3 root 3I. So this is what we have for the second set. So let's bring this together. We have this, the first set. So this is what we have, is equal to 3 plus 3 root 3I and 3 minus 3 root 3I. So this is just the solution for this system of equations. And I hope you learned something. Did you discover anything? Yes, you observe that the first value of x is the second value of y, and the second value of x is the first value of y. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to tell us how much, like this video, share with your friends, and if you're still new, hit that subscription button. We have a lot to give to you every day. Thank you for always engaging. See you in our next class. Bye bye.